am Roseanne Perla, paper crafter and an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I will wait about a minute and check who's live. Giving you a minute for everyone to get on. I didn't get to update my YouTube cover. I was about to do that, but I went live instead, so I can't do both. Everything's on my phone. Here we go. Okay. So if you could, when this posts tomorrow, go back and make sure you like this video. You hopefully will comment during this video and share this video. Share it with a friend, share it with a couple of people. Share the video, just share it. It helps with the YouTube whole AI thing and getting my videos out so that I have more growth. And thank you for doing that. I'm at 176 subscribers, and if I get to 200, let's say by September 1st, maybe we can do that in a month, a little over a month. We'll have a little giveaway, okay? And those of you who share and like and do all of that, that really, really helps. Comments help. All of that helps. Just saying. Okay. You know how to contact me. This is my web site where you will find the free tutorial tomorrow, not today. Okay. Got to give me time. I have this begonia bell. I've had it all month. I've had it probably within the first week of July when it came out. This is the product of the month for July. It is a two-step stamp set. So these leaves, you stamp once and then you stamp the other one in a coordinating color, or you stamp off and stamp on, and that's how you get these lighter colors. And so they're two-tone. And you can see that really well. So I see it so you can see it. It's called Begonia Bell. If you spend $75 any month, the product of the month changes every month. And spend $75 and you can put this in your cart for $5. July 11th to August 10th is Kindred Greetings. Beautiful, beautiful laser cut gorgeous cards. I think there are 9 of these cards, and I think this one is a stamp one. So usually Paper Pumpkin is a stamp. So you get a stamp set, you get the ink, mini ink spot, you get everything included, all the adhesive, everything is in the box. So you don't have to worry about that. And it is $29. But if you were never a subscriber, subscribe today. I do a VIP Facebook page that's separate and private, and you will get my free alternate cards. You will get the directions for those cards, and I usually do 3 cards. I also do a class for 3 cards. You can get all the extra paper products for $10. So if you join and you have never been a subscriber, by August 10th for this kit only, okay, you would do pay as you go, which is 1 month at a time, you will get 25% off. You have to have not been a subscriber, I think, for 15 months. And my last thing is group shipping. Small order. It can be actually up to like $65 before you get charged $7.95, the regular shipping. So if you have a small order, $35, $50, it's only 11%. It is quite a bit of savings. I had one of my customers the other day buy a 6x6 paper pack, which was $17.50, and she only had to pay $2 in shipping, or even less than that, a dollar something in shipping, which is a big difference between $7.95 and a dollar something. Sometimes you just have one item and you want to, you know, make a purchase, you need that item, and that's great. Use the QR code. It'll take you right to my shopping page 24/7. And tonight is the last night for this code. This is the code. It is for local 585 and 315 areas. Utica, Syracuse, Rochester area, right there. And in the middle of New York State and up by the lake. So just know that, and all of that information is on my Stamping with Roseanne Perla Facebook page, which is a public page. Join it, please. Business page is Studio Cafe 315. That one's hard to remember, so I'm not going to go there. Okay, let's begin. I'm excited about this. This die set is so nice to use. You cut out all of these. You do them in white, but I'm going to do Thinking of You card, and I'm going to do it in Secret C, a little bit darker. I don't have that one done yet. This is going to be a 4-card set. These cut out little starfish. This one is a shell. I don't know if you can see the shell. And I did stamp them because you can use them. You can just stamp them regularly. I did that too. And I just cut these out. These ones, the whole shell set, out of different colored paper. And you'll see that today. This is an umbrella. And this is the cutouts, and you'll see that. And then these are 2 shells, a tiny one and a little bigger one, and then this leaf. And I have a card coming out with this leaf with the rolling waves. That's what this is called, rolling waves. So if you only purchase the die set for this, you will see what you can do with it without even having the stamp set. But the stamp set I love because it has great sentiments. It has bon voyage. Bon voyage. I love it. So everybody likes a little French in their life. And I use that on this card today. I'm not going to show you the card. It's going to be a surprise card. And I'm going to put it together. And I do have, I did use Stampin' Blends. See how these stamp the shells? I did use Stampin' Blends. Excuse me. I get so carried away. And I have everything ready to go. So we should be done in our 30-minute time period. I'm going to start with my envelope because I always end with my envelope and I do it last minute. And yes, I have some orange here from the 6x6. These are the older ones. And I decided to do this in orange just to add a little different color to this. So, and I also have one of my cards coming out with the floral umbrellas. And I have bright colors and I have dark colors. And it depends on the sentiment of the card using this rolling waves. I've had rolling waves for a long time. It's something that I picked up and I haven't used. It actually comes from the March online exclusives. Do you know what online exclusives are? They are every other month. So they come out in January, March, all of the odd months, 1, 3, 5, May, 7, July. We just had a whole thing of online exclusives, and we'll have another set in September and then in November. And that's like our secret recipe. You know, when you go to, oh gosh, the LA Burger place that I love. I haven't been there in a long time. They have a back a secret menu, and so does Starbucks, and so do so many other places. I think Wendy's and some of these other places that I don't go to, but they have secret menus. Well, our online exclusives, you can think of it as a secret menu. It comes out, you know that it comes out on the odd months now. Go to the online store, my online store would be great, and look at the online exclusives because you're really missing out on some great stamp sets and things. When you get a kit, now the little things, I will tape them down with my Post-it note tape so it comes right off. And I'm going to set these here, okay, so I don't lose them. We're going to stamp this first. I will put this over here like that. I think you can see it. And we will be using some crumb cake. We will be using Balmy Blue and a Coastal Cabana. And this is Coastal Cabana, but it's the two-sided. So you have the bright side. This is a 12 by 12 piece I cut. And I like it better for this card. This card gets a little bit heavy. So we are going to stamp first. I have my stamp ready to go. And we're going to do it in Coastal Cabana. And there's no, like, correct way to do this. Hi, Anne. How are you? Thank you for watching. I'm very quiet. I don't know why. So I want to flip this just to give it some different character. I don't want it to look exactly the same, even though it will get covered up a little, so it won't look exactly the same. I love these colors. I'm so excited to use these colors. There we go. Okay. Now what we're going to do is take a blending brush. Okay, and I have one that's green blue. Doesn't matter, it doesn't harm it. It probably has a lot of the blue that I used on my first card. And I am going to go over this in Balmy Blue. And believe me, it'll look a lot different. It makes a big difference doing this. Okay, so let me move this out of the way. We are going to use a crumb cake card. And I'm going to just rub off a little and then rub on. I'm going to do this a few times, rubbing off and rubbing on. I don't want it to be too deep. And then when this dries, it does dramatically dry. There's no harm in going over the Coastal Cabana. I have to say, I love these blues. Okay, and then I did get a lot of the edges, but I'm just going to make sure I get these edges. I love these blues, and I love Coastal Cabana. And you could use any of those blues. Lost Lagoon, Pool Party. Maybe on another one I'll do Pool Party. Here we go. I'm afraid I'm going to mess it up with one of those smudges. I'm like, oh, well. Okay, that's nice. These little things, like using the blending brush and doing your edges, really makes a difference in your card. Okay, what's next? Next, we're still going to use the blending brush, and we're still going to use Coastal Cabana. And I cut out a whole bunch of these so that I can use them for different cards. Now, one of them comes with the white. I did not use that on this card, but you can. And you can cover it, and it fits with this other piece that cuts out. Exactly over it. Isn't that cool? So I could use that if I wanted to, but I'm going to use this piece and this piece. These are the two I used. And I put this underneath. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach it to my card in a little diagonal way. And I want to make sure I'm getting coverage here. Okay. And first on this part, before I forget, I'm going to do this darker. And then I'm going to go back over the other one light. So just these edges, the different part of the water. How's it going, Ann? You can hear me and everything? So this I want to go dark. Yes, they're dark. I'm using the edge of this brush because for some reason the ink is all on the edge more than this edge. It looks good. So you know when the ocean runs up onto the sand, well, it's all in the sand in the ocean, but when it runs up onto the beach and you get that foam, this is supposed to be like the foam, and it's going to be lighter. Okay, that's good. See how that came out nice? Turquoise sea. And then I'm going to move this to the other side, clean side. This is 4-sided clean, well, 8 sides actually. And I'm just going to rub off, and then I'm going to just lightly fill in the foam, just lightly. This is going to be just a once over. We're not going to go over and over it. Okay. Putting that away for now. We should be good. Oh, I will do this one too, lightly. I don't want it to be stark. I want it to look like water, just really light, like sea foam. Okay. Very good. I'm all set there. Okay. And I actually did this one darker than my other one. And I'm going to attach these right onto this. And I do have my acrylic mat. I have been flipping projects like you would not believe. And I am going to go up. I'm going to go up a little further on this one than I did on my other one. Like maybe right there. Because the other one I actually cut. Maybe I shouldn't. I should go like that and then just cut it. Yeah. Okay, and this is going under. And you can sort of line it up. Okay. Now I need to glue it down. Sometimes I take time with things that, oh, I should have, just glued it down instead of playing with it. And then my next step is I'm going to cut this underneath. I also want to get this all glued down. I basically do no pressure on this. It's so easy to use this glue gun. Okay. I'm going to have to lift this and fit it in. And then I'll wipe off the extra glue. Okay. Very good. Now what you do is you take your mat and you do this. So you don't get your hands all gunked up. And there we go. Now it's all glued down. There is some extra glue. I'm going to get a wipe. Now, this is not a suite. It doesn't come as a suite. It only comes as you can buy the stamp set or the dies separately or as a bundle and say 10%. That's what a bundle is compared to a suite, which is everything. You know, you have paper, you have, I got to be careful because this is wet and this is water-based. Okay, good. Okay, we'll let that sit and dry for a minute or two, and then I'm going to go right underneath here and cut. Okay, so let's let it stick. Okay, and we'll do well, we can't do too much, so let me see. We can, oh, okay, let me get my other pieces and start putting those together. Oh, I actually took them from here and I had them here, what I needed. Same pieces. Well, a little bit different. I was going to add this one, but I didn't do that on my regular card, so I don't know why. So this is the umbrella. Isn't this cool? And I am going to glue these down. Okay. So the other piece cuts these out. It looks like a spider web, but it actually makes these pieces. This one makes the umbrella, the solid. And you could do any colors you want. You just have to do 2 of these to get the different ones. Okay, so you see how it goes? Okay, let's glue that down. I might use my sticker machine for this because I just don't feel like dealing with the glue. This is my little sticker maker. Will it fit? No. Okay, so that's a no. I do have a larger one. I could run those through, but I'm not going to go and get that out. All your little pieces come in little bags, all that stuff. This is going to be the towel. And what I can do is use my tweezers. Makes sense. I could have used my glue mat too and just ran tape on here, but I didn't feel like doing that. Okay. Only because I want to have that adhesive. Great going. See? I get glue everywhere now. I want to be able to move this. And get it nice and straight. That was easy. It's not hard to put these together. And this isn't a lot of cutting. It looks like it is, but it really isn't. It's 2 of those dies for that, 2 of these. Well, 3 because you have to do that one twice. And then I did the little shells. I did dies instead of stamping because they look so much better. They're like little ephemera. And this fits right in like a puzzle piece. It goes right into those grooves. Really, really cool. And guess what? I did not use, I don't think I used any dimensionals on this. Yay! I should get a gold star for that. I don't know what's with me last week and this week. I'm like cutting back on those dimensionals. Dimensionals make things so pretty. Jeannie's watching. And I think there are 5 people watching. They probably didn't hear the beginning, but I would love your support and comments and subscribe. Here's this. Now, this you can even cut in half and use on a side piece, but look at that. So, so nice. Okay, so now I'm going to cut this. I'm going to get my scissors. Where are my blue ones? Over here, in the wrong place. I go right side, and I put the things on the left, the things that belong on the right. And then I do my right side things, and they end up on the left. Go figure. Okay, so I'm going to get under here because I want this part to show the sand. So I'm actually going to cut off. Doesn't all have to show the sand, but some of it, most of it. Okay. And that ended up off of it a little bit. So I have this is basic beige. I want to cut this a little bit more. It's uneven. There we go. And I am leaving 1/8 of an inch. Okay. I am going to cut just a little bit, like 1/4 of an inch off the top. I think I did 1/2 inch off the other one. Only because I want my sentiment to come down on this side. and my umbrella on the right side, and I won't have enough room. So that's 1/4 of an inch. There, you can see it now. Okay, and we'll see how that is, and maybe I'll take off another 1/4 of an inch. And sometimes you do these things on the fly. Oh. Yep, I think that's going to give me more sand space. Much nicer. Okay, let's glue this down. This is going to be really pretty. Trust me. It always happens. It ends up being really pretty in the end when I add all the little embellishments and things. That's what makes it. Oh, I'm really out of the, oh no, I'm not. I'm not out. It's where my screen is. I'm trying to watch and stay in the frame so you can see everything. Again, where's that mat? Go like this. I don't know if you ever saw that, but it really does help. And nothing sticks to this. I rinse them now daily, all my mats. Okay. What's up next? We'll put this down. And I'm going to use my cutter, my paper cutter, just to trim this evenly. On both sides. I had cut it with scissors prior. Oops. I only need a tiny piece for the towel, so I could cut it with scissors, but it just seems like I always go crooked. Do any of you have that problem when you use your scissors? I just love my paper trimmer. There. Nobody's going to notice on the towel anyways. And I'm going to go about, you see when you use this paper for the umbrella, I'll show you them. I have them on the little plate here. And what I did was I just trimmed, made little like fringe on the towel. I love these little intricate things. Some people don't, but me, this is my thing. Little details. Okay. Now you could go with this type of splattered look, like the or you could do the flower, and then it's going to hang out of the umbrella, the fringe. Okay, and I have happy birthday, so I might want to do the fringe going this way and maybe have this on here. And stick the towel way underneath like that. So far, so good, right? Now, I could put dimensionals on this. I'm not going to. I promised myself I wouldn't. I'm going to use my tape. Just tape runner. I'm going to put my sentiment down first. And this is going to be happy birthday. My other one is not happy birthday. I'll let you know what the sentiment is. But they're all from, yeah, I like that. This is really, maybe putting that on that side or breaking it up. I don't know if I needed it that long. Maybe I'll just do a little bit of fringe here. Sorry. I think I went way too long with that one. My other one looks fine, but I don't think it's that long. Okay. Yeah, that's a better fringe. And then this just hides out underneath. Okay. So I was supposed to do beach and summer a month ago. And here I am with it now. But I wasn't going to do it in March. Although spring break for a lot of people is in March. Okay. I'm good with that. I'm going to just do it like that and tack it down. I'm sorry if I went out of, I don't know if I went out of screen or not. Okay. Now, I said no dimensionals, but I didn't say no Wink of Stella. You have to have Wink of Stella. If anybody watches my videos, you know. I can't see who's watching in, so I have no idea. So cool how you, yeah, thank you. And I just want to squeeze it a little. And I am going to add sparkle to my sea foam. Because it needs it. The sun shines on it and sparkles it up. And I do have a couple more things. We're not done. We're not done embellishing. I got to do the shells. And I was showing you, here's the other umbrellas. Look at, I'm going to do another card. Isn't that so cute? And I am going to back them with the white because, and here's the leaf. What is that, like a banana leaf? I'm not sure. And I have the two, they're right here on the green. See, that's why I do bright green, because you lose them. I'm going to add, should I add them over here? Should I keep a cluster right here? Put that down. Okay. Tweezer time. And I can do glue, which is probably my best bet. I just need a little bit. Let's attach this guy right there. And then underneath, we're going to add, glue. Okay. Okay, and then we have to add some Wink of Stella to that. I just did this starfish in Calypso Coral, and I did this in Very Vanilla. I did, on the other one, you'll see, I did a little splatter, and I forgot to do that, and I used, I don't have early espresso blending blenders, so I'm using the Stampin' Right on the felt tip, and I probably should have done this before I actually... because it was only on this white shell, the Very Vanilla shell, but now I have little sparkles all over. Okay, that's okay. We're good. There is a larger shell. I thought that was a little bit too big for this. I am actually doing the beach, it's $36. It does 6 pages. Beach something right here. Beach Time. I have that whole packet out, and I'm going to do a Wednesday night scrapbooking set, and I want to do a class with that, so I will have that with this same set. So yeah, a little black there. I have one more thing to embellish this with, and you'll see my other cards. I will highlight those cards in short videos and post those. I also found, I started searching through my stash, and I have this from last year. It is the irregular weave, which makes great like netting, and it's not really smooth, so I'm going to use that on one of my cards. And there you have this card. No, I have a couple more things to do. Here's the Bon Voyage card. Let's move this stuff out of the way. Sorry. There's Bon Voyage. I love it. And I also searched through my stash to see what kind of little things. You see, I needed a little silver, but I only could find a gold bead for the center of the umbrella. And, but I found all of these, and I thought like these white ones would look good. I have a ton of those. These, look at these. These would look great. These ones, they're different. Nice color. Even the white ones. I have some pearls I ordered. Some of these, like the lighter ones, this color, maybe that color, if I had more green in there. Not those. The blue, if I'm doing Night of Navy. And even these look like a light pink coral. I thought there is white under there. So, and even the Night of Navy would look good. Yep, Night of Navy. So this is where I got my gold little dots. And these are really old. They're blooming pearls. They are very old. So look at these. I could even, if I used Pretty Peacock, I could do that and use that. So I'm going to take one of these and set it right there. Okay. And, oh, I forgot to stamp. I have my stamp here, the crumb cake. This does like the little sand marks in crumb cake and stamp off. I can't believe I forgot that. That should have been done a long time ago. And then I put Wink of Stella on there. So let me get my piece of paper. Set this aside. I'm like, what's missing there? Stamp off, and then let's get a little bit on there. It's very light and subtle. Okay. I think that's it. And you know what? I might take my blending brush and just do a little softening of this. And I am, oops, wrong color. Why did I do that? Now I mixed my color. I don't know if you ever did this, but this is what you do to get your color out when you mix it. And then it goes right back to normal, even though it has a little white spot in it. Oh, my poor brush. It's actually enough on there. Don't do what I'm doing. Very dangerous. I almost could ruin the card by doing that. It all should be done before. Okay. Woo. So, two very, very pretty cards. I did a little different color on here. It's like a coral. It's a pink. It's a pink, actually. So, there we have it. All done. I did go a little long. I'm sorry. Tomorrow the tutorial will be up on my website, Studio Cafe 315. You will be able to download it for free. This is a free tutorial. I don't know if I've done one. Maybe I did one in the beginning of the month. I tend to do them at the end of each month. And we're right on that. So you can get that free tutorial. And when you are on my website, you can, it's studiocafe315.com. You can sign up for the newsletter. There's no obligation. I'm looking for more people. I stopped doing my newsletter, but I'm going to start up and I'm going to do just a small, like one little thing. I'm not going to do a whole newsletter like I was doing because I was spending, a day on writing that newsletter. And basically, I wasn't getting very many people reading it. And I'm going to give away little freebie things because I always give away a free tutorial in my newsletter. So I will give away some other things. Thank you for watching. I love that silicone mat. Me too. And I always forget it. And I told you I have two. Oops, not in sight. I have two silicone mats because I always lose them. I put them over here and then they get mixed up into things. So I do have a tray behind me to put them in. And so cool. Thank you, Ann, and thank you, Jeannie. Thank you for participating. Anyone who's watching, please leave comments, like, subscribe to my videos. I am going to be now doing a Monday night and a Wednesday night. Maybe a Wednesday every other week, maybe not every week. Next Monday will be recorded. My husband is on vacation. It's not that we're going anywhere. It's just that I'm going to do everything ahead of time and be able to spend more time doing things with him next week. So next week will be pre-recorded, but it'll be a good one. And I expect some interaction. I'm gonna do a little fun thing with it. Thank you for watching. Happy crafting.